What this is here, this blue plug represents a loan of 1 rupee. It means that I have to pay 1 rupee to somebody. I have a loan on my account of 1 rupee. This sheet of paper here, this square, is my bank account. And in my bank account, I can put in both rupees. So now there are 2 rupees in my bank account, or I can also put in my loans. So now I owe 2 rupees to my creditors. So now let's begin with a few problems to understand how we keep the account using 1 rupees and loans of 1 rupees. So I'm going to pose problems to my colleague who is here with us in the studios today, Varsha, and I will pose them now. Varsha will do, and I will pose in her bank account. So please put 2 rupees in your bank account. So the bank account is worth now 2 rupees. Now add a loan of 1 rupee to your account. And my question to you now, Varsha, is what is the worth of your bank account?
So I had 2 rupees and I've taken a loan of 1 rupee. So 3 rupees, right? Or
that is not money that you have taken.
Yes,
that is money that you have to pay. So let's say you pay that 1 rupee.
Okay.
So you put the green plug on the blue plug.
Okay. So now my worth is 1 rupee then.
1 rupee.
Yeah.
Okay, because when a green plug is the money that you have, the blue plug is money that you have to pay. When you have paid the money, so your loan is cancelled and your 1 rupee also has gone, it has been paid. What you are left with is 1 rupee.
1 rupee.
So your worth is
1 rupee.
1 rupee. Okay, now the next question. Again in your account, take 3 rupees and a 1 rupee, have a loan of 1 rupee.
Okay.
What is the worth of your account?
Now it is 2 rupees.
Now it is 2 rupees. Correct. So now we know the language. We will do one more problem just to make sure that we understand what we're doing. So clear our account again. Now put a loan of 3 rupees. Take a loan of 3 rupees and show that in your account. And let's say now I put 1 rupee into your account. What is the worth of your account?
I still don't have any money. Like I have
You have a
loan of 2 rupees.
Very good.
Yeah.
That's right. So now let's introduce the language. When I have money in my account, this is known as positive 1. And I write it as positive 1. And if I have a loan in my account of 1 rupee, I write that. I call this negative 1, and I write that as negative 1. Okay, I repeat. This is positive 1. This is negative 1. And we write that as positive 1 and negative 1. So now I'm going to write something, and Varsha, you have to place what I have written into your account.
Okay.
Okay? So we call that as negative 2.
Okay, yeah.
Right? So when I combine negative 1, we call that as negative 2. I get negative 2. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So now we know what is negative 1, we know what is positive 1, we know what is negative 2. My next question is to you is, put in your account positive 3. So Varsha has put into her account 3 green plugs, which mean positive 3. So we know what is positive 3, we know what is negative 2. All the participants who are watching this program on Facebook or on YouTube, please understand that this is not a lecture. When I give a problem to Varsha, I am also giving a problem to you. And you have to solve the problem yourself. So you can pause the video, solve the problem, and then start the video and see if what you have done and what is happening on the video are similar, are the same things. You yourself doing the problems which are posed here is a very important part of your learning mathematics. You will not learn about negative numbers only by watching, but you will certainly learn about negative numbers and how to work with signed integers if you solve all the problems that we will be posing in the session today. So you solve them yourself, and then you can look at what is done on the program. So now, you may say that you don't have these green plugs for positive 1 or these blue plugs for negative 1. So what you can do is to make your own money. You can make, on a white sheet of paper, take a green sketch pen and make a positive 1 rupee note or a positive $1 note, or you can take a blue note which represents that you owe somebody. You have to give somebody 1 rupee. Okay, so instead of making plugs, you can also work with sheets of paper. We are working with plugs here because they are easier to work with and they show better on the camera. So you can make your own money and then work to all these problems. You should make about 10 such notes, green notes, and 10 known notes. That should be sufficient to do all the problems that we are doing here today. So now let's proceed. Now, I want you to put into your account +2 and -3. +2 and -3. And I am going to put into my account +2 and -1. My question to you, Varsha, is which is more?
So
Is there more money in your account or is there more money in my account?
we both have same, like I have two positive numbers and like three, I have more loan.
Right. So if you have more loan, do you have more money or less money?
So I have less money if I have more loan.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's do that. So I pay back this loan. So how much money do I have in my account?
Okay. You have 1 rupee.
Positive
1 rupee. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have one loan.
A loan of 1 rupee.
Yes.
Okay. So if you have to choose between two accounts, between my account and your account, which will you choose?
Your account.
You will choose my account because I have money,
Yes.
right? Whereas you have a loan. Okay. So what is more, what is less? You have 5 plugs in your account. I have 3 plugs in my account. But actually, I have more money.
Yes.
My account is worth more. My account is worth 1 rupee, +1. Your account is worth less.
Less.
Right? That is something that we understand. So now, having understood this, are we ready to go forward to doing addition?
Yes.
I'm going to pose a problem.
Okay.
And you have to do the problem and tell me what is the answer. The first problem is +1 plus -1.
So my loan is paid. So it's 0. I don't have anything with me.
Your account has no money in it.
Yes.
Okay, it has 1 rupee and a loan. When you pay the loan, there's nothing left.
Yes.
So your account has value
0.
0. So we will write here +1 plus -1 is equal to
0.
0. Now, the next problem I want you to write it on your piece of paper also. Not that piece of paper.
Okay.
That's your account. Take another piece of paper and write this problem. All the participants also write this in your notebook. +3 plus +2. Okay, I'm showing it here. Now you make this in your account and read the answer.
So I have +5.
So write that.
5 rupees.
Write that on your piece of paper. So +3 plus +2 is equal to +5. Okay? I hope all the participants also have done the addition using whatever currency you have made. So positive 2 plus positive 3. Negative 3 plus positive 2. Do it in your account.
So I've taken negative 3 and positive 2.
Yeah.
And so I'm left with a negative.
Negative
1.
1. So write that. Very good. So now, are you ready for the next problem?
Yes, yes.
The next problem is negative 3 plus negative 2. Write that. Say that.
So I have negative 3 and negative 2. I get negative 5 or minus 5.
Minus 5. Negative 5.
Negative 5.
Okay. All right. So now we know how to do addition. I'll give you a problem now. And without putting the plugs in your account, just in your mind, you have to do the problem and say the answer.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Negative 2 plus positive 3.
So I think I will have positive 1.
Negative 2 plus positive 3 is equal to positive 1. I won't ask Varsha what she did in her mind, but we know she must have put those plugs mentally and then combined the plus ones, positive ones with the negative ones, got zeros, and what we're left with is the positive 1. I'm sure all the participants are also doing the same thing. So now we have done a few examples of addition. Are we ready to go to subtraction?
Yes.
All right. So now the first problem is positive 3 minus positive 2. Now here, this minus means taking away. So when I write positive 3, I put positive 3 into my account. And when I say minus positive 2, It means I have to remove, I have to take away positive 2.
Okay.
So when I take away positive 2, 1, 2, what remains in my account is positive 1.
Yes.
That's easy. That's first standard mathematics. So let's see how we can go from first standard mathematics to 6th and 7th standard mathematics very soon in a few steps.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
I want you to solve this problem. And you can think about how to solve this problem. All the participants who are watching this program, you have to think. What this means is that from an account which has 0 value, I have to remove positive 2. So how can I remove positive 2? To remove positive 2, I have to have positive 2 in the account. So how can I have an account? This is a hint to everybody. How can I have an account which has positive 2, at the same time the value of the account is 0? How can I put some things into my account so that positive 2 is also there, and at the same time, the value of my account is 0. Very good. So Varsha, can you say what you have started with?
Yeah. So since there is nothing in the account, I've taken a loan. And then as we know that if I have 1 rupee loan and I pay it with 1 rupee, so that means I have nothing. So this actually for me indicates 0. So I have done it like that. So this is 0. I don't have anything in
the value of your account is 0.
0.
You have created an account in which there is 2 rupees as well as a loan of 2 rupees.
Yeah.
But the value of the account is 0. Very good. Now from this, can you remove positive 2 from that account?
Yes.
And what are you left with?
I'm left with negative 2.
Negative 2. So can you write now 0 minus positive 2 is equal to?
Negative 2.
Is equal to negative 2. Very good. Again, I'll ask you to explain what you did because this is a very important point. Varsha, will you explain what you did?
Yeah. So the problem was 0 minus positive 2. So I need to have an account where I also need to have positive 2. But still there is no money in my account. So what I can do is, I can take a loan of negative 2 and repay it with positive 2. So I still have nothing in my account in this case. So from nothing here means 0. So from this 0 that I have, nothing in my account, I can still take out positive 2. And what I'm left with is negative 2.
Very good. So instead of using the word nothing in my account, I think let us use the word zero,
Zero,
in my
yeah.
account. Because you have 2 loans of 1 rupee and 2 rupees.
Yes.
So the loan of 1 rupee cancels 1 rupee. The other loan of 1 rupee cancels 1 rupee, and I'm left with 0. So actually I have 4 things in my account.
Yeah.
But the value of those 4 things is 0.
Yes.
All right? We are using language a little bit more precisely here.
Yes.
So instead of using the word nothing, we'll say 0. All right? So are you ready now for the next problem?
Yes.
The next problem is this we have done. This is plus. I now want to give you a problem. Minus negative 3 minus again, you will have to think about how to solve this problem. But since you solved the last problem correctly, you should not have any difficulty solving this problem. Minus negative 3 minus positive 2. So you have to remove
Okay, so
minus 3 first, keep it there.
So I have this minus 3.
What is the value of your account?
So the value of my account is minus 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now from that, you have to remove positive 2.
Okay. This
Remember what you did last time? Okay, you can keep your account down now and just think, how can you create an account which has value negative 3, but it also has positive 2 inside?
So
Now what is the value of your account?
now it is minus negative 1.
You want an account which has value negative 3 to start with.
Okay. So I have this negative 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
How can you keep the value of that account is negative 3, but you should also have some positive rupees in that account, while the value remains as negative 3. Okay, let's go back.
okay.
Have an account of value 0. Start with an account of value 0.
Yeah.
Completely nothing in it. Okay, that has value 0.
Yeah.
Can you keep the value as 0, but also have positive 2 in that account? Remember what you did last time?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Right? So now it's still 0.
Yeah.
But now you have positive 2 in that account. Okay. Now clear account. Now start out with -3. Keeping the value as -3, can I also introduce positives?
Yeah.
That has changed the value now. That has changed the value.
That has changed the value. Okay.
So to keep the value unchanged, now the value is unchanged.
Unchanged, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's unchanged when you introduce a 0.
0. Yeah.
Okay, I can always add zeros. The value of the account is not changed.
It is -3. Yeah.
Okay, now from this account which has a value of -3, you have to remove +2.
Okay.
So what is the answer?
So it's -5.
-5.
5.
Please write that. Okay, -3 minus +2 is equal to -5.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now are you ready for the next problem?
Yes.
The next problem is -3 minus -2. And what answer do you get?
I get -1.
Okay, can you explain what you did?
So I had -3 in my account, and minus is to remove. So I'm removing -2. So what I'm left with is -1. Yeah.
Right. So write that. Okay. And are you ready now for the next problem?
Yeah, yeah. This is easier.
Now the next problem is 0 minus -2.
So here my account has 0, and so instead of, so the answer is +2. Okay.
Write that. Okay, so now do we understand why minus of minus is plus?
Yeah.
Okay, we learn in class that minus of minus is plus. We have just seen why minus is plus. Minus of minus is plus because we are removing the negative numbers. What remains is the positive part.
Mm.
Starting out 0, we are removing the negative numbers, and what remains is. Now let me ask you to do a slightly different problem. Instead of starting with 2 zeros,
Okay.
start with 3 zeros in your account.
Okay.
What is the value of your account?
0.
0.
Yeah.
From this, can you remove negative 2?
Yeah. Negative 2.
And what is the value of your account?
So it's 2, positive 2.
It is still positive 2.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you start out with 2 zeros or with 3 zeros or 100 zeros. When you remove negative 2, what remains is the value of that is positive
Positive
2.
Yeah.
Okay? All right. So now we've done addition and subtraction. Now I'm going to give you some problems,
Okay.
but you have to do those in your mind.
Okay.
Okay, one by one, I'm going to ask some questions, some problems, and you have to solve them in your mind. So are you ready?
Yes.
If you need to, you can also use plugs.
Okay.
But if you don't need to use plugs, if at some point it's a little confusing, go to the plugs and solve it. Right? This is just revision. So the first problem is easy. Plus 4, positive 4, plus positive 2. Okay? What did you get?
So I got plus 6.
Positive 6. Okay. Next problem is positive 4 plus negative 2. Do it in your mind.
Yeah.
You get positive 2, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell us what you did in your mind?
So what I did is I took 4 plugs and I took 4 green plugs actually, and I took 2 the blue plugs, and then I could see that I could remove 2 positives, and what I'm left with is 2 positive plugs or green plugs. So,
correct. So what you did is you added 2 blue plugs to 4 green plugs.
yeah.
The blue plugs cancelled. 2 blue plugs cancelled 2 green plugs.
Yes.
So what remains is 2
Plus 2. Positive.
green plugs, which is plus 2. Okay. Now the next problem. What is your answer?
Negative 6.
Negative 6.
Yeah.
Because negative 4 plus negative
Plus
2,
negative 2.
4 blue plugs
And
plus 4 plus 2
Plus
blue
two
plugs
blue
is
plugs.
6 blue plugs, which is negative
negative
6.
6.
Okay. Ready for the next problem?
Yes. So my answer is positive 2.
Okay, correct. I'm going to ask you one more problem now, which is a problem in subtraction.
So
Okay, that's right.
yeah.
Mentally, what did you do?
So like for 0, as we did before, I took 3 green plugs and 3 blue plugs, and I took out the green plugs. So what I'm left with is 3 blue plugs, which is minus 3 or negative 3.
Very good. Fine. So I think now we have done addition and subtraction. And after you do it with plugs a few times, you don't need to use plugs.
Yeah.
And you can start doing it mentally. So having done addition and subtraction, are we ready now to go to multiplication?
Yes.
All right. So let me explain what we do when we do multiplication. As we know, multiplication is repeated addition
yes.
of the same number to itself.
Yeah.
Multiplication is repeated addition. So if I say 3 times 4, what does that mean in addition?
So it's 4 plus 4 plus 4.
4 plus 4 plus 4.
Yeah.
Right? If I say 2 times 5, then it is
5 plus 5.
5 plus 5.
Yes.
Okay. So now I'm going to give problems, and you have to do those in your, put those things in your account.
Okay.
Addition means I've got to put repeatedly into my account.
Yes.
Okay, so let's start out with a simple problem, which is make in your account 2 times positive 3. The answer is?
Positive 6.
Positive 6. So 2 times positive 3, I can write it as the answer is positive
6.
6.
Yeah.
Okay. The next problem is two times negative 3.
Yeah.
So what is your answer?
It's negative 6.
Negative 6.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, let's understand what we mean by multiplying by a negative number. When I multiply by a positive number, it means I add.
Yeah.
When I multiply by a negative number, it means that I subtract.
Yeah.
So if I multiply by positive 2, it means I put 2 times.
Okay.
If I multiply by negative 2, it means I remove 2 times. So now are we ready to do some multiplication by negative numbers?
Yeah.
All right, let me write the problem. I want to make one more point. When I'm doing multiplication, I start out with an empty account.
Okay.
I start out with an account which has value 0. So if I say 2 times 3, then I put 3 once and I put 3 second time, and I'm left with, at the end, positive 6. So I start out with a 0 account, and my answer is what I am left with at the end. Okay, remember that. We start out with a 0 account. So now, when I tell you to do this multiplication, which is -1 times positive 3, what does it mean?
-1 times positive 3.
When I say +1 times positive 3, it means I put in
Yes.
positive 3.
Yes.
When I say -1 times positive 3, it means that
I'll remove positive 3.
Right.
But
So you have to remove positive 3 from your account.
so then I'm left with -3.
So the answer, write it down, write this, what I've given you as a problem, write it now with the answer. -1 times positive 3 is negative 3. So remember the rule, minus into plus is minus.
Yes.
That's where the rule comes from. Minus into plus is minus. Okay. Are you ready for the next problem?
Yes.
Now do -2 times positive 3.
Remove 3 2 times. So I'm left with
What is your answer?
-6.
Negative
6.
6. Okay. Can you explain what you did?
So in my account, I took like what I can say here is I've taken 3 2 times, positive 3 and negative 3. Which
So
means I've taken,
what is the value of your account to start with?
to start with it was 0.
Okay.
Okay, and then so
Now what is the value of your account?
it's still 0.
Okay.
Here also it is still 0.
And what is the value of your account now?
0.
Still 0. So
Yeah.
So you've created an account which has value 0.
0.
Yeah. But from this you can remove
positive 3.
how many times?
2 times.
2 times.
So I've removed positive 3 one time, and I've removed it another time.
And what are you left?
So I'm left with negative 6.
6.
Yes.
Right. So minus 2 times positive 3 is equal to negative 6. Again, we understand minus into plus is minus. Are you ready for the next problem?
Yeah.
The next problem is 2 times positive 2 times negative 3. 2 times means positive 2 times, plus 2 times. So plus 2 into negative 3.
So taken negative 3 2 times. So it's negative 6.
Negative 6.
Yes.
Right? So can you explain what you did?
So since it's positive 2, I have to take minus 3 or negative 3 2 times. So I am just adding it so I'm adding this is minus 3 1 times and this is minus 3 2 times. So positive 2 times. So
correct.
What I'm left with is negative 6.
Negative 6.
Yes.
Okay. So now are you ready for the next problem?
Yeah.
Okay.
A bit scared, but yeah.
You see, all the rules are coming out just of first standard addition, right? And second standard subtraction.
Yes.
Okay. Now you have to do minus 2 times negative 3.
Okay.
So what does this mean?
Minus 2 times.
Remember earlier you did minus 2 times
positive 3.
Positive 3, right? So now you do, remember this, you did minus 2 times positive 3.
Yes.
Now you want to do minus 2 times negative 3. This is what you had done earlier. Now you have to do minus 2 times negative 3.
Can I do using?
Yes. You have to do it using your plugs and your account.
Okay. So first, let me take negative 3.
So you have to start with an account which has value?
Negative 3 but 2 times.
No, the account has to start out with value 0.
Yeah.
What is the value of that account?
So right now the value is negative 3, but
you have to start out with an account which has
0.
value. Yeah, 0. So please start out with an account which has value 0.
So this is 0. So this is So here also it is 0.
Still is 0.
Yeah.
And you have to remove.
So since it is negative, I have to remove minus 3.
What do you have to remove?
Minus 3.
How many times?
2 times.
Yes. So remove minus 3 2 times.
So this is 1 time. And this is okay. So I'm left with positive 6.
Positive 6.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So now do we know where the rule comes from?
Yeah.
Minus into minus is?
Plus.
Plus. So now let's look at all the rules. This one is minus into plus is minus. Then plus into minus is minus. Plus into plus is plus. And now finally we see that minus
into minus
times minus is
plus.
Okay.
Yes.
So we have got the rules of working with signed integers, working with negative numbers. And now to conclude, let us put this together with what we had done in the last session, which was doing algebraic multiplication by using rectangles. Now let us recall and this is the problem now, that we did last time, if you recall. We said A plus B into C plus D, and the answer is AC, BC, AD, BD. AC meaning A times C, B times C, A times D, B times D. Remember this from the last session?
Yeah.
Okay, when we write AC, we mean A times C. So now, we also said that A times B can be written as AB.
Yes.
So, if A is plus 2 and B is plus 3, what is the answer?
Plus 6.
Plus 6. Plus 2 times 3 is 6, so plus 6. Now remember what we did earlier now?
Yes.
Now if it is minus 2 times plus 3, the answer is?
Minus 6.
Minus 6.
Yes.
We just did this with plugs.
Yeah.
Correct? Now if A is plus 2 and I take negative 3 2 times, plus 2 times minus 3, what do I get?
Negative 6.
Negative 6. Again, minus 6. And the last example that we did, you took minus 2 times minus 3, and the answer was?
Plus 6.
Plus 6.
Yeah.
right? So now, all this we had done a little while back using accounts and plugs. All right, now I'm going to give you a problem which you have to write on your piece of paper. What is using the examples that you've done already, what is plus A times minus B?
Minus AB.
Minus AB. In general, plus A times minus B is minus AB.
Yeah.
What is minus A times minus B?
So it's plus AB.
Plus AB, plus A times B. Okay. So now, I am going to write a problem using negative sign. So far in algebra, we used only positive signs in the last 4 sessions. So now, to conclude this session, I'm going to use algebra using a negative sign. What we're going to do, I make a rectangle. As usual. And for A plus B, I write X and plus Y. So plus X plus Y. And for C and D, I write, for C is the same as X, plus X, but D is minus Y.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now can you write the 4 parts using what we know? What are the 4 parts?
So I've got x square plus x square.
Yes.
I've got plus xy.
Yes.
I've got minus xy.
Yes.
And I've got minus y square.
So when I add the 4 parts, what do I get? X squared plus xy minus xy minus y squared.
Square.
So what is plus xy and minus xy?
0. Not 0. Yeah.
0. Right? So plus xy cancels with minus xy, and what we are left with is x squared,
Square minus y
minus
square.
y squared.
Yes.
Right? So what we have just shown is that using the laws that we know, using the rules that we have discovered for multiplying signed integers, for multiplying plus and minus. What is the rule? Plus into plus is plus. Plus into minus is minus. Minus times plus is minus. And minus times minus is plus. Using this rule, we derive a new identity, which is x plus y into x minus y, that is equal to x squared minus y squared. So now we have started doing algebra with both plus and minus signs, because now we know how to work with the minus sign. We know how to work with signed quantities. So today we have done signed quantities. We have learned how to add, subtract, and multiply signed quantities. And now we are a big step forward into algebra, where we can now work with both positive and negative quantities. So now for homework, I want you to do the problem, what is x minus y, the whole squared. Remember last time in session 8, we ended with x plus y, the whole squared. Now, having done signed quantities, I want you to work out what is x minus y, the whole squared. I repeat, what we have done today, the detailed instructions are there on the website, which I had showed you earlier. There is a manual there which explains what we have done today, if you need to refer to it. This is where you can access it. You go to the website of Love and Unity Learning Foundation. There you click on Universal Active Math. In that, you click on Pedagogy, and in this section you will find the manual on signed integers. Later on, as we go ahead, on our website EBCDMath.org, we will also give you problem sets, we will also give you assessments. They are still not ready, but quite soon they will be available on the website EBCDMath.org. So I conclude this session by wishing all the participants a very happy Dasara, and we will meet again after Dasara